Guys, we are 2 days away from our 4 to 5 month overlanding trip. So I wanted to share with you all the supplies that I bought to prepare for this journey. And this is my first time ever overlanding. I just found out what the hell overlanding even was, and I just went all in. So came back from a trip and had about 70 Amazon boxes waiting, and I've been prepping, making sure I have everything we need to be comfortable throughout the process. So I just wanted to go through what we ordered, starting with the most important, which is power. So I did a bunch of research, and this Anchor portable power system came up on top as one of the best options on the market. So we're gonna be spending roughly 3 to 4 days overlanding. During the week, Monday through Thursday, Dom and I work. So we're gonna work remotely in an Airbnb, and come Friday morning till Sunday, we will be off grid, right? Hiking, camping, overlanding, really disconnecting, but power is still essential, right? So this portable generator was top of the list, and it's been working great so far. I've given it a couple tries, and it also comes with a 400 watt solar panel, and it's massive. So we're gonna use that as well to charge this bad boy up. But this thing is pretty cool, and I'm excited to get use out of it. So this is, gonna be really important. So we started off with the power, and in conjunction with that, also got more of a portable, smaller version to take on our hikes. And so let's take a look at what this looks like. Super cool. Like, I'm such a fan of just cool designs, and this looks amazing. Really sturdy, really good quality. So I'm excited to use this, more of a portable version of power when we're on hikes, so on and so forth. Obviously the point is to disconnect, but in reality we need power. So highly recommend this. I've used it for a day or two, and it works really, really well. So super excited to have this. So let's keep pushing. What else we got? I got like 2 boxes here, and it's a lot of stuff. The first thing I was on top of the box was a bear-resistant container. So I've done a lot of research. A lot of the national parks require you to have some sort of containers, and I'm all in, right? The last thing I want is a bear encounter, and anything I can do to prevent that, I'm gonna do. So this was one I found on Amazon. We'll give it a try, we'll see. And yeah, so very important to have these. We're just gonna power through these because it's a lot. This could be like a 3-hour video if I really want it to be. So next is the O10 portable electric espresso machine. And if you guys know Dom, she is a caffeine coffee addict. So I always try to think of her when we're traveling to make sure she has what she needs, and did a bunch of research, came across this on Amazon, and looked really cool. So ended up grabbing this for her. She's excited. She hasn't used anything like this before, but it's gonna come in handy those mornings waking up when we need coffee and don't have access to, any local coffee shops, but really excited to give this a try. Looks honestly really well made, very high quality. So this is gonna come in handy for our early morning wake ups and long nights on the road. So super excited to give this a try. This is just an unboxing, but throughout our 4 to 5 months, we're gonna be, showing these products in action, and also giving you guys some reviews on, things we like, things we don't like, things we wish we got, and things we probably could do without. But I think this is gonna come in handy. This is definitely needed. So I got a rechargeable spotlight. I'm not gonna open this, right? Rechargeable spotlight is gonna be important when we're, going to get firewood at night, things like that. So really gonna come in handy. Also requires power, right? So quick story, my dad was a Marine for 22 years, and we used to grow up and loved MREs, which is like a weird thing to say because they're honestly not the best food, but it just brings back memories. And I was like, what can I grab super light, easy to pack if we're doing an overnight backpacking trip, which we plan on doing. And I thought, like, let's get an MRE. Dom's never had an MRE, so it was kind of like a gag sort of situation, and she's not gonna like it at all. She's very picky when it comes to food. But I wanted to order these, and it honestly brings back a lot of memories of me and my brothers dressing up, playing Marines when we lived in Okinawa, and just eating MREs as snacks around the house. So super cool. Gonna pack these, and it'll be just like a hilarious memory. My dad actually started cracking up when he saw that I'd ordered that. I think it brought back some memories for him as well. So we got foldable trekking poles, which honestly, like, I've been on 10, 15 hikes so far, and I've never used trekking poles, but I always see people use them. And some of the hikes that we plan on doing, I've seen recommendations around using trekking poles. So I went out and purchased these Trail Buddy trekking poles off Amazon. I did a couple research. There's a ton of options. I like the foldable versions better than the collapsible versions based on some of the research I've done. So that's just something to keep in consideration. And I think it'll be good taking some strain off of our knees during the hike. So 2 of these for Dom and I. What else we got here? So was it Malo Me Camp Cookware Set. I've actually used this in the past, something similar, not this specific brand, and it collapses very nicely. So this is gonna be great for those, like I said, those camping, overnight backpacking trips where we're gonna need to cook, we're gonna need food. So really excited about this. As you can see back here, I have the 3-in-1 Coleman Cascade. I went back and forth on whether I wanted something of this size. This is gonna be used more when we are overlanding. We have the truck, obviously you can see back here. We have my F-250 Super Duty with the deck system. So I'm gonna store this within the deck system, which essentially pulls out, and I'm gonna have this cooking system essentially stationed right here to do our cooking. And obviously, if we're in a nice location, we can place this. I have a folding table that we can use for this as well, but did a bunch of reviews. Honestly, it looks so nice. I've watched a couple of videos of people using these and just saw really good reviews. So I went with it. Double stovetop, a little bit larger than what I would typically get, but I think it's gonna come in handy, especially because we're gonna be out on the road for 4 to 5 months. I wanna be able to cook. As you guys know me, I love cooking, like one of my biggest hobbies. So I wanted to I didn't wanna feel constrained when it comes to cooking. And so I'm gonna make a ton of cooking videos. So this is gonna get a lot of use, and just really excited to show it to you guys, give you my honest reviews. All right, what we got next? So I am been into photography my whole life, videography mostly, and I have a Sony a7 III, and honestly, I haven't used it that much over the years. And the core reason is because it's just larger in size. So in order for me to help with that, I've got this camera clip, and it essentially clips onto your backpack, and you can clip your camera on, you can walk freely on the hikes. You see something you want to take a picture or video of, you can pull it out and you can clip it, pull it back on there, and it's really convenient. I used to have the neck camera strap. It wasn't ideal. So I'm excited to give this a try. Like I said, found it on Amazon, and it seems to have really good reviews. Next on the list is a headlamp. So this is a double set headlamp for Dom and I. Not enough needs to be said here. Ultimately, we're gonna need to see when we're walking, camping at night. We're gonna get up super early for a lot of hikes. So having some lights. Here's another sort of portable lantern that we'll use around the campsite. So got this headlight, gonna come in handy. Not much needed to say there. All right, so the backpack we're gonna use. My first time looking at this bad boy, and it looks great. So we have the Osprey backpack. I think this is a 65, I believe. It looks awesome. It looks really, really nice, really well made. I love how they have the mesh in the back to keep your back ventilated and cool during the hikes. And it has these pockets that strip around, which are going to be come in really handy to access quick things. I'm going to make another video of me essentially packing this, to show you guys what we were going to bring on our backpacking trips. But did a lot of research on this. I love Osprey as a brand. They make really good products. And if you're into hiking, backpacking, you already know, how great products they make. Rook 65 Osprey. Super excited to give this a try. It just looks really amazing. I'm gonna throw this back here. All right, let's keep it pushing. We got a first aid kit. Safety first, guys. Come on now. Enough said there. Gonna need that. Hopefully not, but in the event that we do need it, we'll have everything we need. So I don't know if anyone used Sawyer before. I heard this can keep insects and bugs off for months. So you can't get it on your skin, but you spray it on your tent, spray it on your backpack, spray it on your gear, and I heard it lasts a long time. So really excited about giving that a try and letting you guys know ultimately what that comes out to be. All right, what we got here? So, what is this? Oh yeah. So, what brand is this? Gerber. So I figured I needed some sort of multi-tool knife when I'm on the road. So did some research on Amazon, came across this brand, and honestly, there's a really popular brand and made in Portland, Oregon. So this is gonna be really handy. I'm gonna start doing some wood carvings, making things on the road, and obviously will come in handy for just around the campsite use, but really excited to have this, within my gear as well. All right, what else we got? What is this? So this is a titanium pot that we're gonna use. That's gonna be part of our backpacking kit when we do those overnight trips. So really small, really portable, that will come in handy for boiling water, making quick things over the campfire. I have sort of a little propane setup with a nice little top, and that'll sit right nicely on top of there. So this is gonna come in handy. I actually was watching another YouTube video of another influencer that, does a lot of hiking and backpacking, and this was in her kit, and I was like, yep, gotta get it. So give you guys honest reviews and let you know, how this works out. All right, what do we have next? So I have these two 19-liter outdoor water buckets. So this is gonna be our water sources when we're off grid for multiple days on end. So we're gonna use this for drinking and showering as well. So I'm torn if this is gonna be enough capacity, especially for like 2 to 3 days. Our first spot is Alpine Loop in Colorado, and that's easily going to be 2 to 3 days. And I'm concerned a little bit, but we'll see. But this is going to come in handy. I'm essentially going to mount these on top of the deck system, strap them in, as well as a external gas can in case we need gas off-road. But I'll keep you guys posted. The great thing is we'll be mobile, right? We're starting in Texas. We're going up Colorado. We're gonna hit a couple spots there, Wyoming, Montana, through Washington, down the coast of Oregon, through California, and Utah, right? And so really excited. And if we need anything, we can always stop and grab stuff, right? So I felt this will be enough to start, but we'll ultimately see. All right, what else we got here? So here's just a day backpack. Teton day backpack water system. So we're gonna have, we're gonna use this for those day hikes, 4 to 6 hours, carry things. Obviously water is gonna be a big piece of that. So really excited about this. Hydration, Oasis 22 hydration backpack. So I got Dom and I both one of these. So really gonna come in handy on those long hikes. So This is actually the first item I bought on Amazon. This is like, not on Amazon, on Instagram. You get all those Instagram ads and I always ignore them, but I saw these pants and I'm like, these would be great light pants for hiking. And so they are, what is this called? The Sigmas. If anyone else has been getting targeted by Sigmas, like sponsor me, because I bought like 4 of them, different colors. But really excited to wear this, just super light, wear it around the campsite. I know I can get it dirty and not really care. And it seems like it'll be good to use on those day hikes as well. So I'll give you guys a review. Sigma Arcs, give you guys a review once I put them on. I got a couple colors. Let me see, I got the green one right there. Obviously, I love green. Wearing a lot of blue today, actually, now that I realize it. Also got this like brownish color as well. So this will look really good. Really excited about this one. Let me go ahead and just lay them out here. So I got the green, got the brown. I think this is the last one, and black. Gotta go with the black. So 3 colors here, super light, swishy, expandable, gonna be really good while we're on the road. So super excited to give these a try. Instagram, you got me. You got me. I'm not an Instagram shop person that buys off Instagram ads, but this one actually got me. So really excited to give them a try. All right, what's this? Honestly, this is like Christmas to me. I'm like excited right now. I don't know what's gonna be in each of these packs. All right, so we have a sort of outdoor tinsel set. So you got cups, you got your bowls, stainless steel. I just love it. I just love it. So trying to be super smart when it comes to how much we pack. So these are gonna be our 2 plates, 1 for Dom, 1 for me, 2 plates, 2 bowls, and a cup. And then we have some cookware here as well, some utensils. I think it's fork, spoon, and a butter knife. So it actually packs really nicely into this little pack, which can be very portable as well. And like I said, all of these are gonna be stored in our deck system. So let's keep it pushing. What we got next? Portable rechargeable fan. Our goal is to get the hell out of Texas and Nevada as quick as possible, because it is hot. It is extremely hot, but this is just a nice portable fan that we can keep in the tent. Up there, we're gonna actually pack the, upload today, a rooftop tent. So I'm excited. We got the iCamper Sky Camp 4.0 quad, which is a 4-person tent. It's like a king size bed up there. So we're gonna have this in the camp at night for nice cooling, nice little fan system. So super excited about that. Oh, speaking of cooking, I showed you guys a little bit about this knife already, but that's more for like chopping wood. Look at this. I'm like, my dad actually said he was obsessed with this. He saw it online too. Look at this nice knife, guys. I actually opened this one up already because I was so excited. Look at this. How freaking cool. I'm so excited to make cooking videos. So this will be my daily cooking knife. So we're gonna be doing a lot of fishing, trout fishing, salmon fishing. So I'm gonna be filleting fish, cooking meat with this on open fires. So it's gonna make me feel, it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited. I love these like outdoor catch and cook videos, and that people use these like really nice knives. I didn't realize how high quality it was until I got it. Like, look at this leather case that it came in. Really, really cool. So I'm excited to give this a try. I'm actually gonna get my dad one of these as well, because when he saw it, he was like super excited. So my dad and I are like the same person. So, all right, what do we have here? The Villy. Okay, so this is a small table. So you can, and I did a bunch of research on this. I tried to be as compact as possible and get things that can be put together quickly. So let's see if we can throw this together really quick. All right, cool. So you do that, you flip it over. See what we got here. So right here we have little clips here. So let's see. Seems like they clip in here. Slide out. Same thing, little holes here, align the holes. Slide it out. And then there's this right here that just pops in. Look how quick that was. Look how quick that was. Now we have little personal tables. This extends up and down. This is fucking cool. Like, super minimal. Dom can put this together. She doesn't need help. It's not a big table system, so this is gonna come really in handy. Pull this off, collapse it, pull these in, pop off, and then you could probably push in from the other way, but just do like that. Bam, how easy and compact is that? Really, really like this. These were kind of expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I tried to be as conservative cost-wise as possible, but at one point I was just like, dude, when will I ever get to go travel for 4 months straight and go on beautiful hikes, be in nature? Like, you want to be comfortable, just splurge a little bit. So I spent a shit ton of money. It was a slippery slope on everything from, you know, the deck system, the rooftop tent, like the racks, everything. But at the end of the day, come on, dude, life's short. I work hard, so you gotta enjoy yourself sometimes. But this is really cool. I'm gonna be excited to show you guys this in action once we're on the road. So let me see what we got here. Same sort of setup here, but for a table. This actually is a similar setup, super easy. Opens up, and you just open the legs up here, and you got yourself a table, right? I love simple things. Like, simple, what do they say? Keep it simple, stupid? Like, that might not be the actual word for it, but actual phrase, but you know what? We'll let it go. Flip over, super easy. You can also cook on this, right? Apparently, it's all metal. These little plastic things right here probably will need to be removed if we were gonna have open fire underneath it. But really cool, gonna be handy around the campsite. Can probably cook on this as well. So a really easy foldable table that's gonna come in handy. Go ahead and close this back up for you guys. Collapsible here, bang, bang. And then I think it folds in like that. How simple. I love just beautifully engineered things that a baby could manage, right? Super easy, super compact, and useful while we're on the road. So I'm going to, like I said, all these things are gonna be packed in the deck drawer system that I just installed, which I'm excited about. All right, let's go. So we got this Sawyer squeeze water filtration system. So, like I said, we plan on having plenty of access to water, but in the event that we are going on a multi-day hike, we need a water source. We can use this to filtrate the water and be good to go. I just got back from Mexico where you can't drink the tap water there, and ended up getting super sick. So when it comes to water, I'm a little bit skeptical right now, but I've heard great reviews about this. I looked at did a lot of research, one of the best on the market. So I'm excited to give this a try, and hopefully, you know, it'll be good to go. What we got here. All right, guys, let's keep pushing. So fishing rod, portable fishing rod. I love fishing. I'm super excited to be fishing for trout, salmon, but the fishing poles I have don't collapse. So I ended up getting a compact fishing pole that'll be able to fit, you know, in my backpack, so I can bring it on those nice hikes, take advantage of the water. All right, what else we got here? So got some barrier bags for food, you know, smell proof to really help with the bears out there. Like I said earlier, we got Circle Care. What's this? Oh, antimicrobial pea cloth. I got this for Dom. Yeah, you know, look at me, so considerate. Got that for her so she can use that, go into the restroom. What is this? Honestly, I forget what I ordered. So this is a New Balance beanie. I've been seeing this all over IG. So I was like, you know what? When you're up on the mountaintops, got to keep those ears warm. All right, guys, next thing up is the Starlink. Obviously, our goal is to be as disconnected as possible while we're out there, but we're both going to be working remotely over the next, 4 to 5 months. So it's important to have access to do things even on the weekends. So we're gonna have this set up. First time ever using a Starlink, so I'm super excited to give it a try. Obviously a great product and is a game changer, a lifesaver, especially being in the mountains where there's gonna be no service, no Wi-Fi. So really excited to get this used. And that's gonna be powered by the Anchor system. All right, guys, so what else we have? We have a DeWalt air compressor. So this is gonna come in handy, airing down your tires when you're going off-roading for better traction. Granted, any situation happens, I have everything needed to change the tires on this massive Ford F-250 back here, Super Duty. So huge tires, so wanna make sure I have everything to handle. There's no AAA up in the mountains, guys. So we're gonna have to have everything on us to be able to handle those situations if they do arise. Hopefully they don't, but we'll be prepared if they do. All right, what else do we have? We have a cooktop setup here. Let's see. Yep, so our cooking utensils. So we have stainless steel cups, bowls here, as well as plates. Super minimal, right? We don't need too much, so Dom and I will be just fine with this cooking setup. Comes in this nice little pack, which is great. All gonna be stored in the deck drawer system. So really excited about that. We have a Gerber hand knife. So this is gonna be great. Plan on doing some wood carvings and things like that, but this will be good use around the camp in any situation that we need it. So super excited about this. This is a great brand. If you guys haven't looked into them, really look into them. They make really cool knives and multi-tools. All right, so what else we got? Combat wipes and a microfiber towel. Just keeping it simple, guys. We'll have wipes to clean up our hands, wipe things down around the campsite during our hikes, as well as a microfiber that dries really easy, packs nicely, compresses really well for those multi-night backpacking trips. So really cool there. We have stuff to start fires. So we have some fire starters, we have a waterproof lighter, and some ferro rods. So I want to try to be as primitive as possible. I don't think I've ever started a fire with a ferro rod before, so that'll be a cool challenge. But ultimately, if that doesn't work, I got backups. Got backup waterproof lighters and helping fire starter kit to help get that fire going. Going to be important, dude. You can't be out there without a fire. Obviously, in some national parks you aren't allowed. So based on the area, if we're allowed to have fire, that's going to come in handy. So we have some. Let's see, some ready to go meals that'll come in handy. What else do we have? So we have a beef pasta marinara. We have a fettuccine alfredo with chicken. And then we have a pad thai, backpacker's pantry, and I don't know the brand, this brand right here, Mountain House, and then beef pasta marinara there, like I said. So those backpacking overnight trips where we're gonna need to pack light, this will be our source of food for the night. So really easy. Probably grab some noodles or something like that, granola bars, things like that. But this is what we have for those overnight backpacking trips. All right. So we have some cord and rope tighteners and clenching tools. So this will be handy around the campsite, clamping things down. Like I said, I'm gonna have those water jugs and external gas cans on the back of the deck system on my truck so I can secure them with these straps, which will be great. All right, we have barrier bags for food, help keep that scent controlled for any wildlife that wants to come mess with us. Hopefully this, as well as the bear canister, will help keep that food secure, safe, and away from those bears. So I have a just camp rope light setup around the tent, around the campfire, setting up lights for additional visibility, but then also setting the vibe. Like, you gotta have little rope lights for the vibe setting, so that's gonna be really cool. So we have right here we have the knife system right here for cutting wood. So this is going to come in handy as well when we are on the road, need to saw down some wood for the campfire. This will come in handy. Really cool brand, really cool design. Just squeeze right here to collapse it, and it comes like you saw in this little case here. So really cool, and then secures with this latch. Really nice. What else we got here, guys? Got some socks. Does anyone lose their socks like every 3 months? I feel like they dwindle down by the day, and I look and I have no more socks. And I've been living out of a suitcase for 3 months now because we've been traveling to Costa Rica, Mexico City. So I have like no socks. So this will come in handy. They're nice backpacking outdoor socks, so should keep us relatively safe and good. So this up grill's sort of like cooking contraption here. I don't even know what you call these. What do you call these? I don't know. But I want to cook a branzino type with like salmon or trout if we're out there fishing over the fire. You can put vegetables in here. You can put meat in here. You put it over open fire. I want to do as much open fire cooking as possible. But obviously we have the Coleman grill if we need to, which is a propane grill, but open fire cooking whenever possible is going to be the preferred method. Super excited about that. So I got this for those situations to help cook in the fire, make it really easy. And with this, I also have some fireproof sort of gloves, heat resistant gloves, so I can reach in the fire, take this out, keep those hands safe. So really cool. I'm super excited about this Husk knife set. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. That is so nice. If you guys know me, I love cooking. So I wanted to splurge a little bit on this knife. So this will be my to-go cooking knife on the road, filleting fish, cutting steak, whatever it may be. This is gonna be my baby. I'm actually gonna get my dad one of these too, because he's obsessed with like catch and cook, as well. So this will be a good thing for him to use. So plan on getting him one. But yeah, really cool brand. Husk is well known for making quality knives, premium Japanese steel. Really cool, really cool. So I got a portable little fan, rechargeable fan for the tent. Our goal is to get out of Texas and New Mexico, get through there as quickly as possible right now. It's July, it's really, really hot. So once we get up in the mountains, we know it'll be a lot cooler, but this will come in handy in the iCamper that we're gonna install right on top of the Yakima rack. And that's gonna be our space, right? That's where we're gonna be sleeping. So this will come in handy for just some extra breeze in the tent. So super excited. The Yakima tent is a 4-person, like king size tent. So there'll be plenty of space, plenty of room in there. So next we have a bear spray. So in this situation where we come into an encounter, this is gonna come in handy. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we see a lot of wildlife, but bears are one thing that I hope we do not see. If we do see them, I hope it's in the distance. So this will come in handy. A lot of national parks actually require that you have this on you. So definitely important. I'll have one for Dom and I to stay protected in those situations. So here's like a 3-in-1 sort of multi utensil set. So it's a spoon, a fork, a spatula, and then it turns into tongs. So I can flip steak, I can use this to eat with. So this will come in handy to eat as well as during the cooking process. So super excited about that. So I got a Garmin Mini for GPS. When you're out in these mountains, you're not gonna have any service. So having this is gonna be, can be a lifesaver, honestly. So got the Garmin InReach Mini 2. So really cool brand. Obviously Garmin is great. This will come in handy for boats as well. So this is something I probably should have had already, but it made perfect sense for me to have this now. All right, what else we got? We got our day backpacks, our day water backpacks, day backpacks and hydration. So keep our things in here, and then you have your water pack here. That's gonna be important on those day hikes. I plan on bringing a lot of camera gear as well. I want to be able to like document and show, so I'll keep some of my camera lenses in here. Obviously, you guys saw the clip that I have to put on my Sony to clip on, so that'll clip on like essentially right here. So I'll have my Sony hanging there when I need to take a picture, a quick video, clip it there, keep it pushing. So really cool. Tetons on Amazon, really affordable. Super excited to give that a try. All right, what else we got? Think that is coming up on, so we have some headlamps here. You know, want to make sure we're good when we're hiking. Make sure we have visibility around the campsite. So have this LED headlamp here that's rechargeable as well, which is going to be really cool. Guys, I think we're coming up on the end of what we have prepared for you guys. I think that pretty much wraps it up. I will actually do sort of like a pan video to show, hey, this is what we're taking on our backpacking trips. A lot of the things I showed will be stored, you know, in the truck setup, but I'll have plenty of videos coming with more, you know, of our haul, places we're going, reviewing some of these products that we're using, and so super excited. Stay along, and we're excited to take you guys along this journey. We'll see you soon.